guys, it's Judy. This is gonna be eggplant chili. Me and my husband went out to lunch recently, and in this restaurant they had this vegetarian chili was made with eggplant. I just thought it was so good, and I thought, you know, I think I can replicate that. So I found these little baby eggplants, and they are Indian eggplants, and they are the cutest little things. So I chopped the other 3 up, and I put them in a strainer, and I sprinkled some salt on them to release some of the water inside them. I'm gonna chop this one up and finish that. In the meantime, I chopped up a half of a sweet onion, a half of a yellow pepper, some mini baby Bella mushrooms, and a little bit of butternut squash. It was all veggies, all 0 points. And what I'm gonna do right now in the oven, I have 3 yellow peppers, and I'm just kind of preheating to warm them up. And I thought, you know what, instead of just the chili, I might just stuff the peppers with a little bit of cheese on top. So I'm gonna just do that. I just gotta wing it, whatever floats my boat. I didn't even plan on the butternut squash and the mushrooms. I was just gonna do the eggplant with beans and the sauce. And I thought, you know what, I have these in the fridge, so I might as well put them in there. That's how I roll. You know, I've done it with zucchini and summer squash and sweet potato, and it's just, you can't go wrong. You know what? You do you, and put what you want in there, and it'll come out great. I promise you. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got everything chopped up here, and I'm gonna move you guys over to the stove, and I'm gonna show you how I put it all together. Easy peasy, and I hope you enjoy it. So let me get over there with you, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I've started here is the onions and the peppers and about a teaspoon of olive oil. I'm going to get those going, and because the butternut squash is very hard, I'm going to put those in too, because we want those to start to get soft. So there's that. So we're going to get those going on high heat so they can start to soften and cook. And then once those start to soften up, I'm going to add in the mushrooms and the eggplant. This is a very simple recipe. Again, you can do whatever you want. You can add any vegetables you want. You can put chicken, ground chicken in here, ground turkey, whatever. But this is all veggie, and I'm going to get those started, get those softened a little bit, add the eggplant, add the mushrooms, add my spices, and then add the sauce and the beans, and you just let it simmer to perfection. A little salt. You know, this is all to your taste. Whatever you want. You want to keep no salt? Do no salt. A little bit of pepper. Okay, so these are just cooked for a couple of minutes. I'm going to add the mushrooms in. And I'm going to add the eggplant that's been salted and sitting around. Okay. Now we want to get these nice and soft. I'm going to salt again, because you want to get a lot of salt in each layer. Okay, so these veggies have softened up a lot, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the can of kitchen ready ground peeled tomatoes. Okay. Oh, house smells wonderful. Okay. In here, I'm going to add a tablespoon of granulated garlic, a tablespoon of ground cumin, and a tablespoon of chili powder. So I like it garlicky. You guys do what you need to do to make it taste good, and it's going to be distributed without and throughout this and be delicious. It's all going to cook down. Now I'm going to add the beans. These are red kidney beans from Trader Joe's. All right. And guys, guess what? That's it. Look at this deliciousness here. The chunks of eggplant and butternut squash, the beans, the onions, the mushrooms. Gonna let this simmer a little bit. And once everything just cooks all the way down and kind of marries together, it's gonna be delicious. And then I'm gonna take those peppers out of the oven and I'm gonna just stuff them and put a little cheese on top. And then there is dinner. And let's see if my husband likes it. But you know what? I think the husbands kind of make out on this deal. So I'm going to let this go a little bit. And I'm going to cover it, let it simmer. And, you know, on low, you know, medium low. And wait for everything to kind of get really soft and die down. And I'll be back to show you. Okay, guys. Chili is done. The eggplant is cooked completely through. The butternut squash is done. What I love about the butternut squash is that it keeps its form. It doesn't smash down. So I do like that. But so what I did was I had some yellow peppers that I scooped out. I put them in the oven and I'm going to show you what one looks like. Okay, here's my stuffed yellow pepper. I pre-cooked them probably for about 15 minutes at 375. Just to get them soft, and then I stuffed it with the chili, put a little bit of Trader Joe's light mozzarella, Mexican cheese on top, and you can either put some nachos in there, or I have some of these sea salt popcorners, which are really great and low in points. You can put those in there with a little dollop of light sour cream, and this house smells delicious. So I hope you guys give this a try.